हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द सेशन। सो इस सेशन में मैं आपको बताने वाली हूँ कि CMAT 2025 के लिए आपका रोड मैप क्या होगा। So what we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss the pattern, we are going to discuss the syllabus, we are going to discuss the roadmap or the strategy that you have to follow, okay, in order to crack CMAT 2025. Now, when it comes to the CMAT examination, a lot of students think that it's a very easy examination and preparation is not required. आप उधर ही जाके बैठ सकते हो और एग्जाम दे सकते हो, but that's not the case, guys. अगर आप पैटर्न देखोगे तो आप समझोगे कि yes, it is an easy examination, but because of the competition, yes, 75,000 plus applicants appeared for the CMAT examination last year. So because of the competition, because of certain sections which are unique to the CMAT examination, because of the number of questions, the time constraint, and because of the cutoffs of most of the colleges, ye examination is something which you have to take it seriously and you have to prepare for it. Yes, because it's easy, iska preparation kuch dinon mein ho sakta hai. That is why with the last few weeks left for the CMAT examination, which is going to happen on 25th of January, we can still crack the examination, but with the right strategy, which I'm going to explain. Okay, so चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So guys, please make sure कि आप लोग सब लोग टेस्ट बुक का ऐप डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि जैसे CMAT की बात कर रहे हैं, so there's a crash course that we have launched for the CMAT examination. So download the Testbook MB app, go through the course details, and enroll soon. Okay, make sure that you like, share the video and subscribe to the channel for all the notifications, for all the updates regarding any examination and regarding our sessions. Okay, so let's first have a look at the pattern of the CMAT examination. So this is the pattern of the CMAT examination, guys. There are 5 sections as opposed to 3 sections in the CAT examination. Here there are 5 sections. So what has happened is, throughout the year, when you have prepared, let's say for the CAT examination, you have prepared for language, you have prepared for quants, and you have prepared for logic. Okay, but you have not prepared yourself for innovation and entrepreneurship section, because this section is unique only to the CMAT examination. Okay, see, so let me take you through this. There are 3 sections. The first one is the QA and DI section. It is simpler, a lot simpler than your CAT examination. So जिन लोगों को quant से डर लगता था, जिन लोगों को maths पल्ले नहीं पड़ता था, जिन लोग who could not go through the CAT level mathematics and quantitative aptitudes and DI, and it just went over your head, guys, this is the examination for you. Okay, because इसमें आपको basic 10 standard 12 standard level का मैथमेटिक्स ही टेस्ट होता है. सो क्वेश्चंस आर सिंपलर इन नेचर and 20 questions है guys. As you can see, every section gets equal weightage and the marks per question is 4 marks. So every section gets equal number of marks as well. Okay, so there is nothing like, okay, one section has an undue advantage over the other section and so on and so forth. Now logical reasoning again, इसमें थोड़े से topics अलग होते हैं. LR for OMETS is a little different when compared to your CAT LR. जैसे कुछ topics जैसे coding decoding हो गया, syllogisms हो गए, वो इतना नंबर लेटर सीरीज हो गए, ये सब टॉपिक्स जो है वो कैट नहीं पूछता आपको, क्योंकि वो कैट लेवल का है ही नहीं. दीज आर वेरी सिंपल टॉपिक्स. But why do you need coaching or why do you need mentorship for these topics is because there are certain tricks, there are certain tactics wherein you can do the question in a lot lesser time than you would do it if you do it in the traditional method. Okay, so you have to be exposed to the different types of questions. When it comes to logical language comprehension, again, reading comprehension passages आते हैं, simple in nature, questions are more or less direct, but yeah, inference थोड़ा सा आपको inference करना पड़ता है. vocabulary के questions आते हैं, idioms, phrases, fill in the blanks, grammar के questions, sentence correction, error spotting. So the standard OMETS का जो language comprehension का pattern होता है, direct indirect speech, active passive voice. I'll show you the syllabus copy as well. General awareness is very important because equal weightage है. So we have to focus on the GK section as well. So current affairs भी आता है, static GK भी आता है. Static GK is something which has already happened, and like for example, when is World Environment Day celebrated? Now that's not a current affair question because हर साल तो वो change नहीं होता है, right? It's a fixed day, and we all know that okay, it's celebrated, and it's a static GK question. Innovation and entrepreneurship. Now this is that area where a lot of students are confused कि actually पढ़े क्या, because आप ढूंढोगे तो बोलोगे कि फिलिप कॉटलर का बुक पढ़ो. अरे फिलिप कॉटलर का जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का बुक है वो काफी it's quite मोटा है. There are a lot of pages, and that's something that we read as a part of our MBA curriculum. So now in the last 40 days I can't sit and read Philip Kotler's book, and for these 20 questions. So guys, guidance चाहिए आपको कि किस टॉपिक्स पे प्रिपेयर करना है, कैसे टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आ चुके हैं, and what kind of questions can come. So this is one section why you need to actually sit down and prepare for CMAT examination. As I said, 4 marks for each answer, 1 mark negative marking भी है. Duration of the examination is 180 minutes. So 180 minutes, 100 questions. It's a little tight ही. ठीक है, मतलब अगर आप देखोगे तो जीके सेक्शन में आता है या नहीं आता है, अब आप बैठ के कुछ कैलकुलेट या कुछ सॉल्व तो करना है नहीं. सो दिस सेक्शन इज गोइंग टू टेक यू लेस टाइम. ओके, इट्स प्रोबेबली लाइक 30 seconds per question वाला गेम होना चाहिए यहाँ पे. Same with innovation and entrepreneurship. You cannot sit and analyze it or solve it too much. You know the answer, you don't know the answer. You know who's the father of entrepreneurship, or you don't know who's the father of entrepreneurship. Okay. Language comprehension में भी ठीक है, reading comprehension can be a bit time consuming because you have to read the entire passage. Other questions like vocab, grammar questions are more straightforward and direct and simple. LR and quants में भी हाँ solve करना है, but not that much. So basically I would say these two sections are the least time consuming sections, and then you can divide your time in such a way that you play to your strengths, जिसमें आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा questions answer कर सकते हैं and ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्कोर मैक्सिमाइज कर सकते हैं और टाइम कम ले सकते हैं, बिकॉज देयर इज नो सेक्शनल टाइम लिमिट. सेक्शनल टाइम लिमिट ही नहीं है, और सेक्शनल कट ऑफ्स भी नहीं होते हैं कॉलेजेस के, और नेविगेशन भी नहीं है कि आप पहले यही सेक्शन करो, फिर ऑर्डर नहीं बताया जाता आपको, पूरा पेपर विजिबल होता है आपको, और आप कोई भी सेक्शन पहले ट्राई कर सकते हो. सो और you can do a round 1 of all the questions that you know in every section, then you can come into a round 2 of the difficult questions थोड़े से. Then you have to prioritize, and you can navigate between the sections freely. So it's a very advantageous paper in that sense. ठीक है, बट इसके लिए स्ट्रैटेजी बहुत जरूरी होगी, मॉक्स के एनालिसिस देखना बहुत जरूरी होगा. अब ये दिन तो निकल चुका था. अगर आप देखोगे गाइस, हाँ ठीक है, सॉरी, रजिस्ट्रेशन का डे 1 14 नवंबर इज वो निकल चुका है, and 13th December it's going to close in a couple of days. Okay, the exam date is 25th January. So if you've not yet made up your mind as to whether to write CMAT or not, guys, trust me, you should write it, because it's a simple examination. Its preparation does not require a lot of days, and you can still get into really great colleges by writing the CMAT examination. Okay, for example, most of the students जो CMAT examination लिखते हैं, वो लिखते हैं इस कॉलेज के लिए, the Jamnalal JBIMS. Okay, because इसका अगर आप पैकेज देखोगे, it's a lot higher than most of the new and the baby IMSB, 27 lakhs. There are a lot of great colleges. There is Great Lakes, there is GIM, okay, KJ Soumya hai, Wellinger hai. So lot of great colleges which accept the GMAT examination, top tier colleges like the JBIMS which accept the CMAT examination, yes, but their score and their required percentile is higher. These are some of the other colleges. You can go through it. आपके city में कोई college होगा, अच्छा college होगा, उसमें भी आप enter कर सकते हो writing the CMAT examination. The scores are a little higher. For JBIMS, you require 99.9 percentile usually to enter into that college, which roughly comes up to a score of about 340, 345 and higher. That should be our aim. So out of 400, a 340, 345 score, you have to be able to solve a good number of questions with accuracy. Each question carries 4 marks, as I said. So it's out of 100 questions, we're aiming for around 80 plus questions, okay, 85 questions you have to get right out of 100 questions. So you can imagine the level of accuracy that is required. That is why it is very important, guys, to focus on preparing yourself with the right mentorship for these particular sections. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, guys, 5 sections है. Now this is a syllabus. I'll take you through the logical language comprehension and logical reasoning syllabus, because logical reasoning में एक topic है critical reasoning, जिसपे questions आते हैं. जैसे snap के CR में questions आए थे, वैसे यहाँ के भी CR के questions आते हैं in the logical reasoning section. So I'll take you through both the sections का syllabus in terms of English की क्या requirements है. So yes, reading comprehension, you can expect up to 2 to 3 passages with about 4 questions each. Simple in nature, direct plus simple inference based questions. Passages are a lot readable. थोड़ा इतना लेंथी भी नहीं होता, थोड़ा सा मतलब वर्ड लिमिट में भी अराउंड 500 वर्ड्स आप बोल सकते हो, विच इज रीडेबल बिकॉज द पैसेज लैंग्वेज इज अ लॉट सिंपलर. Okay, so reading comprehension है. Students generally prefer to leave it, but you can't afford to leave it. If you're aiming for colleges like JB, IMS, etc., guys, आपको ये ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा कि आप सिर्फ 10-12 क्वेश्चन ही छोड़ सकते हो, और वो 10-12 क्वेश्चन जनरली आपको छोड़ने चाहिए जीके के या इनोवेशन एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के, इन केस यू डोंट नो देम. So that's why the competition is so high, that's why it's so difficult to actually get into that college through CMAT, because in the other 3 traditional sections like language, logic and quant, your accuracy needs to be bang on, and you need to be able to try all the questions possible. So you need to know all the concepts, okay? Sentence correction, which depends on parts of speech. Parts of speech में especially important होता है, guys, verbs and prepositions. Please make sure that you go through those areas. Phrasal verbs are important. Idioms and phrases पे questions आते हैं. एक question आता है हर एक type का. Close text या fill in the blanks with more blanks. 3 blanks, 4 blanks. Again, vocabulary knowledge is tested, but the words that you get are not that high level. Let's say when you talk about the CAT examination or other, simple words आते हैं. But generally the words which come are centered around root words knowledge. ठीक है, तो आपको रूट वर्ड्स पे टेस्ट किया जाता है. सो इफ यू नो द रूट वर्ड्स वेल, लाइक इंट्रेपिड, so if you know trep means fear, intrepid means fearless, you'll be able to crack it. So go through your root words. Again, grammar, jumbled paragraphs, that is para jumbles with options, very simple in nature, subsets बना के आप crack कर सकते हो. One word substitution again focuses on vocabulary knowledge. Synonyms, antonyms, again vocabulary. Sentence improvement, focusing on grammar. So basically what I would suggest students to do is reading comprehension, do them through your PYQs so that you get to know the exact level. So PYQs and mocks. Through that you can practice your reading comprehension section. Brush up the basics of grammar, especially verbs, prepositions. ये दो topics के and conjunctions if possible. Yeah, not if possible, you have to do it. So conjunctions के basics brush up karo, and vocabulary, study the root words, okay, and then practice the mocks, practice the PYQs and the 10,000 plus practice questions that we'll be exposing you to. Okay, LR में I'll come to that. Q&DI, guys, I will not talk much about it. आशीष सर जो है वो आपका Q&DI section handle करेंगे इस particular examination के लिए, so he will take you through it. But ये syllabus है and he'll explain it to you in detail what needs to be done and how do you have to prepare for it. But guys, अगर आप देखोगे तो ज़्यादा नहीं है, मतलब topics आपको लग रहे होंगे काफ़ी सारे overwhelming है, but the level of questions are simple, okay, so you don't have to worry much about it. Simple arithmetic questions, basic आपका geometry का knowledge, basic graphs knowledge test किया जाएगा, okay, but your main focus should be more on simple arithmetic. Okay. Now, when it comes to reasoning, guys, ये topics जो है, अगर आप देखोगे और भी जैसे critical reasoning के, जैसे मैंने आपको snap के लिए prepare किया था, इस exam के लिए भी मैं आपको prepare करूँगी. So you're tested on questions like statement and assumptions, statement and inference, statement and conclusion, strong and weak argument, strengthening and weakening of argument, Okay, these kind of questions which require you to just read the, जिसमें आपको solve नहीं करना पड़ेगा. These are verbal reasoning or critical reasoning questions. But what is the method? What are the parameters that you need to know? How is a conclusion question different from an inference question? What is an assumption? Okay, which arguments can be classified as strong? Which arguments can be classified as weak? How do you differentiate between a strong argument and a weak argument? What are the parameters to follow to select the right course of action? What is a cause and effect question? So because this is something very different from what we did in the CAT or the other examinations, so it's very important, guys, that our critical reasoning ka module go through karo. Okay, so this is basically the syllabus of your LR section, but इसमें जो CR के parts से I'll be handling it for you. Okay, because that comes under verbal reasoning, right? इनोवेशन एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के सेक्शन की भी प्रिपरेशन हम लोग कराने वाले हैं गाइस. द सेक्शन इज वेरी वास्ट, सो दे कैन टेस्ट यू अबाउट कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, ओके, मॉडल्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, जो नए स्कीम्स आए हैं फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, इफ देयर आर न्यू इन्वेस्टमेंट्स बीइंग मेड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर. What are the policies that the government has for an entrepreneur? So it's a very vast syllabus. You know, they can test you right from Maslow's need hierarchy theory to, let's say, a Johari window, to who's the father of entrepreneurship, to a model of entrepreneurship, to current affairs in entrepreneurship, like, okay, this particular investment has been made and how the investment value was worth how many crores of rupees, or government has launched a new scheme for entrepreneurs. According to them, you know, how much package has been given for relief and all of that. So it could be related to current affairs or static GK, like definitions of entrepreneurship as well. Characteristics and features of a good entrepreneur has been tested a lot of times, कि आपको कुछ features दिए जाते हैं और कौन सा, you know, requirement होती है for an entrepreneur, कौन सा नहीं होता है. So it is vast. Some questions can be answered through basic common sense, but otherwise you need guidance. Okay, this is one section जिस पे आपको guidance चाहिए and it will be provided. GK section, again, you're tested on current affairs and static GK. It could be related to anything. Okay, basic जो हमारे GK के areas होते हैं, जैसे history हो गया, वो static GK में आएगा. ओके, ट्रेड या बिजनेस पे हमेशा एक या दो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. स्पोर्ट्स के अवार्ड्स पे एक दो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. Who won this particular, let's say the golden ball or the golden foot and all of that. फिर geography पे questions आ सकते हैं, but even current affairs, guys, for example, which is the word of the year, that sort of questions can come up. So you need to read the GK dailies that you are provided, and you need to go through the classes for general awareness as well. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला, guys, you need a really good score. अगर आप देखो, the rank 1 score for 2022 का I just want to highlight was 385. So that actually says that you have to answer about 90 to 95 questions with a little bit of gap कि कोई question गलत चला जाए तो. Same 2023 का आप देखोगे तो score was 365, which was rank 1, and most of these ranks are, like, I'll basically say a 99.9. ये वाला जो है bracket, this is basically the JBIMS का bracket. So I would say around 350. आप देख सकते हो डिफिकल्टी लेवल के अनुसार वो थोड़ा थोड़ा चेंज हो सकता है, बट आई वुड से योर एम शुड बी अराउंड 340 to be safe. Okay, so that means that you need to answer most of the questions with good accuracy. Now the roadmap, or how exactly we are going to help you prepare for this particular area is, guys, just attend the classes. Okay, so we are going to run 2 levels of classes. One is definitely the crash course. Okay, जो crash course launched है, guys. Okay, and the second one is our YT classes. So this crash course has been launched on the Testbook MBA app. In this particular crash course, we're going to take you through almost, let's say, 100 plus live classes in conclusively, in terms of not just 100 plus live teaching hours, actually more than that. So the entire syllabus will be covered. In addition to that, mocks with live analysis of those mocks, very important. The analysis is very important. Strategy is very important. What to leave, what to answer is very important. We'll be taking you through PYQs, okay, the important previous year questions of the CMAT examination. प्लस 1000 प्लस तो लिखा है, आप अगर देख रहे होंगे तो 10,000 plus practice questions for CMAT. In addition to that, notes and booklets, that's very important for GK especially, and innovation and entrepreneurship, and mentorship by top educators. So I'll be handling your language comprehension section. आशीष सर जो है QA and DI section handle करने वाले हैं, और LR के लिए जैसे आप जानते हैं कि the face will be launched soon, right? So this complete crash course is something that you have to go through. Then complementary to this, we'll run our YT sessions as well, that is 9 to 10 p.m. And you have to attend, like even today I have a CMAT 9 to 10 p.m. session for all of you. So that's complementary. We'll try more practice questions in the YouTube section, and a more of live analysis of mocks as well will be done here. So make sure guys that you enroll for this crash course. आप हमारा कोड लगा सकते हैं, like my code is RD ma'am, Ritu Dudhoria ma'am, RD MAAM, okay, ma'am MAM मत लगाना, MAAM, so RD ma'am, and you can just apply the code, you can avail the early bird offer, and you can avail this crash course. But your roadmap should be intense preparation, mocks, PYQs, and just brush up your concepts, okay, and try out as many practice questions as you want. But give mocks, guys. That's very important. Why are mocks and sectional tests important? Because as you can see, a 340 or a 345 score is a huge target, even for an examination like CMAT. So you need that guidance, okay? And we will be providing you with that kind of guidance. Right, guys? So thanks for watching. This was a short video just to tell you a one source information video for the CMAT examination. I'm sure you would have benefited from this. इसको like करो, share करो, and subscribe करो guys channel को. See you in my live classes 9 p.m. को. Take care everyone. Bye bye.